Fellow citizens, I never seek the opportunity of speaking, but I am always ready to lend my voice when it will help make Kansas the next free state. I am Jim Lane, champion of the Kansas Free State cause, gentlemen and gentlewomen. The Lecompton Constitution brings us to the last move on the chessboard of Kansas politics. This last desperate act of the pro-slavery party is consistent with all their previous acts and stirs up all our blood. That Constitution, heaped down upon us, is god-awful, disgraceful, and damnable with slavery all over it. Now these Lecompton bloodhounds, a blacker set of men that you cannot find out of hell, would make even the youngest slave in the territory remain a slave as long as he or she may live, and would commit their offspring to a similar dreadful state. Now, gentlemen and gentlewomen, I have stood here. I have stood here upon beautiful Kansas soil, and I have seen a fraudulent legislature forced upon us by the neighboring slave state of Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen crime in every shape and form committed against the settlers of Kansas, but this last act, the Lecompton Constitution, crowns them all in villainy and fraud. Now I say to you, I say to all of you as good Americans that you would be discharging a duty to the country that you love if you were to crush out the authors of the Lecompton Constitution. You know, I told a member of that convention just last night, over in my adopted hometown of Lawrence, the great Free State Fortress, right out in front of Shaler Elgins Hotel that these border ruffians burned out. And by the way, that hotel has been rebuilt, even grander than before. Right out in front of the hotel, I encountered a member of that Lecompton Constitution. And I walked up to that man and I said, "Sir, we will either head you or behead you." Ladies and gentlemen, we have now got the pro-slavery goats so separated from the free state sheep that we can easily kill them all without committing crime. I say that the president of that convention, one John Calhoun, if he should favor us by dying, he should have his crime written all over his tombstone with the words, "Felon, felon, felon." Now, gentlemen, it was bad enough when these border ruffians from Missouri robbed us and plundered our property when they drove innocent women and children down the river and back to civilization and killed our friends and relations. But now that we have elected our great Free State Topeka legislature, now that we have elected our great Free State delegate to Congress, the great interracial reader, and now, ladies and gentlemen, that we have decided that once and for all that Kansas shall be the next free state, these damn rascals continue to try to stuff their peculiar institution of slavery down our throat. Ladies and gentlemen, I say it is time for us to arise and do something for ourselves. I would drive them from this place today, and I would brand them with a red-hot iron upon their foreheads, "Villain, villain, villain," so that they would be a deep disgrace wherever they may go. Now you may say, "Jim Lane, you are excited." Well, great God, I ask you, ought we not be? I ask you, have we not suffered enough to excite every nerve in our body? Have we not labored enough to fill every dream of Kansas becoming a free state? But they persist in ripping it away from us and leaving us only their damnable peculiar institution. I ask you folks, should we not feel like taking these villains by the throat and choke the very life from them? I feel so. I cannot help it for myself. I see no way to get rid of that Lecompton Constitution, but by force I say, cut their throats now. Cut their throats now, and I shall not ask to stay away, but I will gladly join in this act. Now others will speak to you, different from me, thinking that Jim Lane is taking too severe of a course. But gentlemen and gentlewomen, to my own feelings, nothing is too bad for those no good, dirty Missouri sons of buzzards. And if I have said anything here today to wound the feelings of any man or woman, I would ask your pardon. With that, I shall end by wishing you all happiness prosperity, and hoping to meet you again before the next election, I bid each and every one of you farewell. Godspeed, good luck, good day, good Free State citizens of Kansas. I am Jim Lane. I have spoken. I thank you. Carpe diem.